Okay.
So that's a lot.
He must find barges, cranes, tugboats and dredgers to move and place this enormous amount of material.
Our biggest headache from the beginning, the organization, and to get the huge amount of volume of rock to the project site.
The build must begin as soon as possible. The job must be completed in 5 years. This unique project needs a sea defense to protect it, but no one has designed a breakwater for a structure like this before. Development for such a vital creation would usually take years, but the world needs it now. December 2003, 6 months after Dubai's World Islands hit the global media, the project is still only a design on paper. At the Sheikh's demand, the islands can only be built of sand and rock instead of concrete and steel. It makes construction much more complicated. Engineers will scoop sand from the sea floor and rainbow blast it into the construction site to create the islands. It's just what they did with the palm, but on an unprecedented scale.
We're moving the most amount of sand ever moved by man, 350 million cubic meters of material.
But it's not going to be easy building these islands out in the middle of the Arabian Gulf.
The big challenge of this one is that if we start with the sand, due to the wave action and the currents, there is a risk of erosion.
Erosion will constantly affect this megastructure. Waves attack the sand as soon as it hits the water. Engineers are going to have to prevent the destruction of these islands on a daily basis. To protect them, they're going to need a strong sea wall. At first, the engineers hope they can replicate the Palm Islands breakwater on a larger scale. Its pyramid-shaped wall, armored with rocks, weighing up to 6 tons each, can withstand the force of the sea. But the Sheikh insists that the world's 25-kilometer breakwater must not ruin the view of the sea. It must be as low as possible. The Palm's barrier rises too high above the waves and blocks the view. This design won't work for the world islands. It's back to the drawing board. Ronald Stiefer, the man entrusted with this task, knows the whole project depends on his sea defense.
The sea is one of the most important factors you have to take into account. People underestimate the forces of a wave. It's huge.
The breakwater will have to withstand the force of the freak Shamal storms. Great storms from the north that strike the coastline twice a year, bringing 2-meter waves. But at the same time, this sea wall must lie low in the water. Designing the world's breakwater is difficult but vital.
It was not really an easy thing to do, but we have a lot of experience. In Holland, we are fighting sea for centuries, so we thought we should give it a try. This is not feasible.
Ronald must find an answer quickly. The construction team needs to start the build. Their 5-year contract has already started.
Hello.
Without a strong protective breakwater, the islands could be washed away in weeks. Ronald has a flash of inspiration.
I generated the idea sitting in the airplane flying to Dubai. When you are relaxed and you have the best ideas.
His groundbreaking invention is a long-stepped breakwater. The idea is inspired by nature and the coral reefs in the Maldives. The low, wide reefs are the perfect barrier for the great force of the sea. In Dubai, the World Islands designers will build an artificial reef in the Arabian Gulf around their man-made wonder.
Where are you from?
The design works in several stages, reducing the energy of the wave from
Thank
100%
you.
to 5%.
Asuran.
The first slope of the step
Asuran.
trips the wave, taking out half of its energy. Then, as the wave travels along the horizontal part of the step, the shallower water causes further friction. As it hits the second step, its force is reduced again. And finally, the wave is almost completely stopped as it breaks over the top of the breakwater. But Ronald needs to know for sure that his pioneering reef will work.
if you really have it seriously wrong, then the waves will enter the